Unplug. Say charge my laptop. In my head, in my head, in my head. That make me be my friend, cause don't on its own. Cause I know, cause you know I'm just a liar. Join you. I know, cause you know I'm such a liar. You tell. You tell me alone, even alone. Even what happened? Cause you say you're such a liar. Fire. Leave me down, God. Cause I know. Wait and wait of whiskey. Cause you know I'm such a liar. Cause you know in my head we can eat it on the ground. See how many people I could get here. They didn't need us a liar. Wow, 5 people. That's crazy. You know, baby, you're a liar. Baby, I'm not a liar. That's crazy. Let me listen to what's her name? That's crazy. A helicopter crash in New York City. What was I listening to? Oh yeah, Lori Daybell. The trial, the cousin's talking.
Thank you. No one, especially you, deserves any of this. We need an untrauma trip. Oh man, yes, we do. Let's go somewhere. Let's plan it. I'm down. We need to bring all of our new chosen family with
She got
us
1,000 people
and
on
do
her
something
live right now.
amazing. That's what we need to do. I agree 100%. Let's start a GoFundMe or something. I'm kidding. Kresha says actually they left out the 2 calls by Chad telling the crematorium to get prices for, yeah, exactly. They left those out. I don't think they want to bring in who Chad Daybell is.
Why not?
Yeah, Chad was checking on cremation and shipping arrangements for sure for Charles. Ugh, so gross.
I feel bad.
So Lori gave Kay permission to go to the house, and she said there was nothing of Charles's left in the house. Nothing. The chosen. What do you mean the chosen? You're the chosen.
Nobody's chosen. Okay.
Okay. So Lori gave Kay permission to go to the house, and she said there was nothing of Charles's left in the house. Nothing. The chosen. You're the chosen. Nobody's chosen. Nobody's chosen. Okay. Nobody's chosen. Nobody's chosen. Nobody's chosen. Then Banner Life called Kay to inform her that she was the beneficiary. And we have heard the call where Lori calls the insurance company, tells them that she's the beneficiary just 3 days after Charles was shot. And they say, okay, we're going to confirm the beneficiary. And then they send her a letter saying that the change had been made. So she found out later. And Lori sent a picture of the beneficiary change form and sent a text, I think to Chad, maybe, I don't know, that said 5 kids and his sister gets all the money, and then sent threatening text to Kay as well. Kay said that was a dumb thing to say. And something about Lori texted Kay, is this why you wanted JJ? And then once they were having the memorial, Lori sort of rescinded her permission for JJ to go and said they were too busy. You know, they were moving to Hawaii. She couldn't do it. And then she had no more contact with Lori after that.
I'm still here.
Then Lori comes in for the cross. And
okay, I'm back, y'all.
I don't know if it was anxious or excited or a combination of both. I was anxious for Kay. But she asked Ms. Woodcock, what was your location on the 11th of July? She said we were at home in Lake Charles. She said, were you aware of the relationship between Raquel and Tylee Ryan? She said she knew that it was contentious, that there was some drama there. And I think the reason that Lori keeps bringing this up, thank you for this, Stephen. I really appreciate it.
Make me sad.
Bingo card. How many streams at the end of the night do you listen to at the same time? Is 3 too many? Absolutely not. Just keep listening until you go to sleep. Lamisa says, don't forget, Lori spent most, if not all of the $63,000 that she got for Joe Ryan's. It was intended for Tylee. Yeah, she only gave Tylee like $5,000 from that.
I don't know what Tammy is.
So that was really, really weird.
Yeah, making me sad.
And then
Was on my mountain tires.
Lori says, are you aware of the events of July 11th? And Kay said no, because you didn't tell me. Love that she got so many digs in. It was great. And then she said, did you see, hear, or witness me conspire to kill my husband? And she said, no, but I saw a ton of other evidence. Loved that. I just wanted to stand up and give her a standing ovation. So on the redirect, Trina Kay wanted her to say more about the relationship between Charles and Tylee. She said that
sorry guys, I'm distracted.
Charles was Tylee's stepdad since she was 3, and then she was 16. She said, teenage girl, some of it, but they did have good times. Some of it was she was a normal teenage girl, but also a lot of it was because of the fact that they were wrapped up in this custody battle with Joe Ryan. Thank you so much, Leslie in Oakland, for the super sticker. The custody was a mess, she said, but nothing stuck out to her about specific fights or anything that she knew that was really
Thank you
terrible,
guys for being
right?
true.
And she said, so you didn't know, Trina Kay said, so you didn't know anything about the events of July 11th. And she said, how would I know? I never heard from her. I heard from Google. And that is how we ended it with Kay and ended the day. What a great way to end this really tough day in court, with Kay just absolutely nailing Lori to the wall. I don't think Lori was prepared to see Kay take the stand today. And I really don't think that she used her opportunity to ask Kay questions, because I think she was too scared. So I'm just going to answer a couple of questions here. Thank you so much to Jen for modding and for starring these for me. Was there any reaction from Lori when Kay got emotional? I mean, I can't see her face, but she didn't seem to clock that at all. What did Miss Kay not ask Kay about if she'd ever seen or heard of Charles being physical or yelling at Tylee? No one has really put forth what a gentle man Charles was. Well, yeah, I think we talked about what a good father he was. I do wish that Trina had asked her if Charles had ever been physical, because that was part of Lori's opening statements, right? Kaylee, do you think the former friends that have been on the stand are still in the Visions of Glory cult? Well, I would hope that their experiences with Lori would have gotten them out of that, but I have no idea. I certainly hope so, and that's why I'm going to continue to speak about Visions of Lori.
No
There are actually a
spamming.
couple of YouTube channels that are dedicated to reading Visions of Lori and saying how great it was. I do think
Let's give
that
you
Lori is going to try to say that Charles
5-minute
did something
timeout.
to Tylee, and that's why the self-defense. I definitely think that that's a possibility.
If that happens again, you
that's gonna just make my phone way down.
When Kay said that was the last time she saw
that
JJ,
sucks,
they are
'cause I
paying
hate
very
her.
close attention. I think you would have to be asleep to have not caught that. And I know if I was on a jury, I would have wanted to ask Kay Woodcock about that. I would have written a question while she was on the stand to say, why was the last time that you saw JJ, 2018? They probably wouldn't have allowed it in, but the fact that they wouldn't allow it in as a juror, I would have gone light bulb. So I wish they would have done that, but they did not. Did you buy it when someone said, I see Melanie Gibb around now and then? It really bugged me that she is walking around having a free life after everything she knew and took part in. Yeah, it does bug me, definitely. They did not receive immunity in Arizona, and we did ask the prosecutor if they were going to bring charges. She said that,
Oh my goodness.
Maybe sometime down the road, but
I
it's
can't
like
get
she was
this in
pretty
here.
vague about
I had
that.
it in there, don't
It didn't seem like it was going to happen anytime soon, but she
Whatever,
said
it was a
we
bad
have
idea
to get
anyways,
these
I'm over
trials
it.
and then see
I don't have the big
what,
follower.
if anything, they're going to
I'm not that
prosecute as
popular.
well.
I was trying to put
AA from AA, so great to see you.
You can't
Really,
see it, but
really
it's a chain
capitalized
that
that you get to talk to
I have
Colby or
on my
Adam
phone, because I
today.
have like a phone,
I
it's like
did.
a phone purse
I was there when Colby arrived.
It turns your phone,
and,
it's got
we
like
went
a
up to the
chain on it where you can
courthouse
carry
together with the
it.
rest of the family. I then saw Rex and
I
Adam
don't know
there.
if it makes any sense.
I was able to give them both a hug and then spent some time with Colby in the rooms in the back. I was able to tell him about my daughter's baby, that she's expecting a baby. He was excited about that because he and Emmy were close. And
It sucks not being
I did get
popular,
to give him a big hug when he left and just tell him I'm here for anything. And then, reporters wanted to talk to him. But Kay's friend Laura, who was with us, really took care of protecting Colby today. So I was appreciative of that. Were the jurors reacting to Kay's testimony? I mean, they were reacting much the way that they always do. Sometimes they have a little eyebrow moment or roll of the eyes or something, but they are paying very close attention to everything. I did look at them when Kay was getting emotional just to see if there was anything going on there. And I don't think that, I don't think that a juror can witness that, someone getting emotional over the death of their family member and have it not impact them. Chosen meant chosen. Oh, gotcha. Chosen family for our tentative untrauma trip. Exactly. Please take some Negan time this weekend, but we're all here when you're ready. You've been a beast for us this week. Well, I have just a little over 48 hours at home. I'm leaving tomorrow and coming back on Sunday night.
Sean's View End is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Viewers, fans, and subscribers, it's that time. It's dinner time. It's supper time. It's to get out the plates. It's time to get out the drinks. It's time to get out the food. It's time to place it on the table because we're willing and able, because this is your premier spot. Remember to become a channel member. Subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications, and become a channel member today to keep you in the loop and in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the most crucial developments in WWE. We're going to be here jam-packed. WrestleMania is under a week and a half away, and Sean's View Entertainment wouldn't have it any other way. Agree or disagree? Leave your comments, your thoughts, and your opinions, because your view is the only view that matters right here on this very app. Now let's get into the crucial developments. A massive return to the WWE. A huge tag team coming back together in a wrestling ring once again, and you're not going to believe this tag team that is returning. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, it's so important to interact with this channel and tell your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, tell your family, tell your cousins, your brothers, tell everyone you know, spread it like wildfire, that the Sean View Entertainment experience is the one that will keep you in the know. That's why this is your rating place for WWE. Now, according to Fightful, Chris Jericho is going away from AEW TV. And there's been a lot of rumors, there's been a lot of speculation, there's been a lot of question. Quite
Yeah.
frankly, there's been a lot of debate
Why?
about the return of Chris Jericho to the WWE from AEW. Now, Jericho has said in interviews that he would be interested, that he would be looking into a potential return to the WWE. Could Chris Jericho be the surprise opponent for Randy Orton at WrestleMania, the showcase of the Immortals?
I hope so.
And you know what? If it's not going to be Jericho, should it be Goldberg? Should it be Aleister Black?
Should be me.
Should it be Rusev? Or will it be somebody that we never expected? Will it be somebody that we never anticipated? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on who Randy Orton will face and who will Randy Orton get into the ring with at WrestleMania. It is definitely not doubtful. It is not doubtful that Randy Orton will be in there. But Chris Jericho is going away from AEW because he has got a tour coming up. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news for those who don't want to see him. He's only got one Wednesday date there. And after losing the ROH World title, Jericho will be moving away from the Ring of Honor brand, and he could be transitioning to the WWE. Now, a breaking news update
People
on
subscribe, but they
Ricky
don't stay.
Saints, or Ricky Starks, however you want to refer
Read
to
the
him
hours
as.
too, guys.
683,000 viewers with a 0.117 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is up from last week's 650,000 viewers with a 0.15 rating that featured one of the top champions, one of the perennial performers in Ricky Saints on NXT. What are your thoughts and your comments on Ricky Saints and NXT? Ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news. We got two massive breaking news items as it concerns WrestleMania 41. You want to listen to this one. As noted earlier, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, are scheduled to defend the World Tag Team Championships against the New Day at WrestleMania 41. However, it looks like the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, won't have a match at WrestleMania 41. What? Are you kidding me? Then again, who wants to see Pretty Deadly versus the Street Profits at WrestleMania? Because that match just screams WrestleMania.
No, it does not.
According to WrestleVotes, WWE is planning to have Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins defend their titles on SmackDown before WrestleMania 41 instead.
That's better.
On last week's SmackDown, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin defeated DIY to become the #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team titles. Next week's episode of SmackDown will also feature an appearance from John Cena. Now, if I'm booking things, and remember, if you want more of me, if you want more of Sean, if you want booking WWE, remember to click that bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. But be that as
If
it
I'm
may,
booking is different too.
if it were me, I would have the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits at WrestleMania in either a Tornado Tag Team match or a Tag Team TLC match. That would have been a great match. It would have been unforgettable. It would have been memorable. I think the Motor City Machine Guns and the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, would have put on a hell of a TLC match at WrestleMania. I think it would have been one of the high points of WrestleMania because you know that these two teams would gel well, and when you add TLC in it, it would have just taken this match to a whole nother level. But since they're not going to do that, they're going to have this match on SmackDown on free television. Why not make it a TLC match on SmackDown? Also, it is not confirmed, but it is rumored that the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal will happen on SmackDown. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Now, I don't know if it's going to take shape on this SmackDown or the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. Also, with Stephanie McMahon fully back, almost in the picture in WWE, we have a sequence where Stephanie McMahon did Rhea Ripley's entrance, and you can see that because not only do we tell it, but we show it. And here it is, guys. Stephanie McMahon having a lot of fun, as you can see. There she is, the $1 billion princess. But that's not all, because viewers, fans, and subscribers, breaking news. This just coming in right now. According to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, another massive monumental match has just been made for WrestleMania 41, and it's going to be a scorcher. It's as personal can get. In one corner, you will have two former world champions going at it face to face. Listen to this. In one corner, it will be Damian Priest one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. Now, here's my problem. I don't have a problem with this match. I don't even have a problem with the booking. However, I will have a problem if this match doesn't have some sort of stipulation. If this match doesn't have some sort of stakes added to it. This feud has been so volatile. It has been so personal. How could it be just a straight-up one-on-one match? As a matter of fact, as I look at this WrestleMania card, how in the hell could this WrestleMania card not have many stipulations? Are there any stipulations? No DQ, a street fight, a casket match, a first blood match, falls count anywhere, a hardcore match, something. Every match, either, it's got a title on the line, or it's a one-on-one match, or it's a fatal four-way, or it's a triple threat match. Come on, we need some sort of stipulation to these matches, okay? Something. I mean, literally. Come on now, figuratively. But that's not all. Because viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are receiving word right now that Drew McIntyre admits frustration with WWE creative changes ahead of WrestleMania 41. Yes, Drew McIntyre admits frustration with the WWE.
Yo,
is Drew McIntyre going to leave the WWE? Is he going to walk out ahead of WrestleMania? Or maybe he'll get his WrestleMania payday, and then maybe Drew McIntyre will walk out. Because we have seen plenty of WWE stars in the past who have either quit or walked out of WWE due to creative differences. Is Drew McIntyre going to leave WWE due to this? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, Tiffany Stratton was warned. She was given the red caution. She was warned that Charlotte Flair might go off script on her. However, Tiffany Stratton came locked, loaded, and prepared. And it was Tiffany Stratton that got the last laugh at the end of the day and screwed Charlotte Flair all up. And here we are, over almost a week later, still talking about this explosive segment. The AEW Dynamite viewership for April 9th sees an increase after the Young Bucks explained their shocking actions